See if Robles is turned loose here. Julio will bat. He's 0 for 2 in the game.
There goes Victor. Julio skies this to left field. Lift off Julio! All the way up top, and the Mariners have taken the lead.
At some point, you have to break through. Gets the slider up in the strike zone. We talked about the wind affecting some of these fly balls. We had anything to do with that 113 mile per hour exit velo.
Julio maybe has a chance at this, and he does. He makes the catch and takes the hit away from Kerry Carpenter.
Man, Aaron, today is so different. The last couple days, talking about doing the little things. Corrects. This ball's fading away from Julio.
All 3 wins were thanks to a home run. Julio cracks this deep the right opposite way. Julio is, let's see, it is. It's a home run. An opposite field home run in San Francisco. You don't say that very often for a right-handed bat. And he strikes immediately against Justin Verlander. It's 1-0 Mariners. His second this year. And the Mariners on the... Julio slugs this out to left field. This is cranked deep, and Julio, for the second time this series, goes deep in the first inning. It's a 1-0 Mariners lead.
He leaves a sweeper up in the zone, and he absolutely tattoos it.
Well, that was crushed by Julio, 423 feet. He homered in the first inning in Game 1 off of Justin Verlander. On a 0-2. Shot on a line. Right field, base hit. Solano and Mastrobuoni on his way home. He scores. Julio into second base. He has tied this game in the 9th inning.
Well, I love the approach by Julio Rodríguez as he shoots his ball down the right field line. Coming up clutch and driving in 2 runs to tie it up here.
Fly ball out towards the gap, left center field. Taveras can't get there. Crawford makes a turn at second. This rolls to the base of the wall. It gets past Taveras. Here comes JP on his way home. He scores. Julio a headlong slide with a triple, and the Mariners have tied it in the 3rd inning. Julio, first pitch, goodbye, off the foul pole. Towards left center, Julio chasing. Julio with a leap makes the catch. Covered a lot of ground, and there is out number 1.
0 for 3.
He corks this out to center field. This is way back there for Paris, and it bangs off the wall. Full steam ahead. J.P. Crawford's coming home, flying to the plate. He is saved. To center, blasted back and gone. Julio starts off the month with a bang. His 5th home run this year, and it's a 10 spot tonight in Texas. Wow.
Mercy rule. That's what I love to see right there. He's going to have to continue to get hot.
To the gap, left center field. Julio is able to get there. He makes the catch. A huge out number 2. Man, can he cover some ground.
Julio, 3-4 steps, and he's full speed, and I really like that. He was very careful. He wanted to make sure that he...
In steps Julio, only 4 pitches and 2 outs for Springs. Julio shoots this high towards the gap, slicing towards right center, ticketed for the berm, home run, Julio. And the Mariners lead it 1-0 right away.
Great approach by Julio. Don't let Springs get ahead on him. Instead, he deposits the first pitch he sees into right center field. And this is something.
Punched deep, left center field, leaving the yard and gone. That was a tank.
And one thing that Julio is really locking in on lately is the breaking ball. He allows that sweeper to travel, and then it just...
This is smacked out towards left center. Julio appears, slides, and makes the catch. No fly zone in full effect for Aaron Judge.
Julio.
Out to Julio. He's given some ground. He's onto the track. He is at the wall. Julio
continue to marvel at the ground he covers, and he times this up perfectly, getting to the wall, showing his leaping abilities. The pink.
First pitch to Julio. Down the right field line, and a fair ball. It just sneaks fair. Tavares scores. Rivas races home. Julio tiptoes into second base, and he has put the Mariners in front early. It's a two-run double for Julio.
To me, this is all about approach with Julio. It is so hard to get on plane with Warren's sinker, but you see Julio getting his.
We're swapping booths for an inning in the fourth. This is to Julio, and it really started to die, maybe knuckle a little bit, and Julio was able to make the catch. A couple of plays that haven't been exactly routine out there.
Yeah, jumps all over it. We saw that in spring training too from him.
Out to left field, clobbered deep and gone! Grand slam! Julio takes it deep and clears them off!
And Goldie, this was a pitcher's duel up into the 8th inning. Couple hanging sliders, loaded bases. Julio gets a pitch, middle of the plate. We know he's swinging early and often. Line drive into.
Here's the 1-1. Well, this is hammered out to center field. Robert racing after it, and it is gone over the fence, and right away a blast from Julio. A 3-run bolt, and the Mariners take an early lead.
We saw Julio on the first night with that grand slam, hitting that ball to left field. He's been pulling the ball a lot more in the last couple of weeks. But man, this time going right center, letting that ball get on him a little deeper. That fast.
Julio closing on this, and he slides and makes the catch. Little slip and slide out there in center field today.
Man, he's so good on these pitches coming in.
This is down the line and fair. It scoots into the corner. J.P. Crawford is on his horse. He's flying home. Here comes the throw. He is safe. Julio Rodríguez gets Brian Abreu part 2. And he has tied the game in the 7th inning.
Oh my goodness. How much pressure is Christopher right there?
29 runs banded in. Fly ball, left field, belted back. And Julio starts tonight with a 2-run home run.
Julio picked up that release point from Mitchell Parker. At first glance, it looked like it might have gotten in on his hands a little bit, but this ball had some carry. You have to replace him.
So everybody's got this in their locker someplace.
Yes.
It's just
not anymore. Again.
Right. Julio.
The world has changed as Julio makes a fantastic grab.
Yes, he does.
2-2, guided in the air and down into center field, a base hit. Tommy Watkins waves around Walner. Throw to the plate is a dart from Julio Rodríguez. A buzzsaw from center field. You can challenge the block of the plate. The tag was pretty clearly there. The question.
On a line, Julio charging this. Julio dives, tumbles, and Julio makes the catch.
One of the tougher plays for center fielders are those low line drives.
Fly ball cracked deep center field. Adele back, and it bangs off the wall. It stays in the yard. Here comes Julio. He's got a chance for a round tripper, and now held up. He was being away. 2-0 pitch. Deep fly ball center field. Julio showing his numbers, nearing the wall. Julio! Straight up over the wall to take it back. His second robbery this year. Marcelo Mayer, 22-year-old rookie, former 4th overall pick out of high school in California, leads things off. Well, this is shot out towards center field. Julio tracking this. Julio makes the catch. One away.
Man, that ball just took off on Julio in that gap.
Julio batting.
Julio rips this ball to left field, not coming back. Julio with a massive tank all the way to the second deck. A long time coming. It's a 3-0 Mariners lead.
This is so good to see. Julio Rodríguez has not homered since went right after the Twins tonight.
Julio plugs the gap in left center field. Mariners played a little add-on in the 9th inning. Canzone and Williamson both score. Julio, a home run earlier, now a 2-run. There's Caglione. He lines this to center. Julio closing, and he slides and makes the catch.
Yeah, you can just tell he's still frustrated. He's been busy out there. That ball left center field. That ball off the S. Now this one making
2-2. Into center field, Julio coming in. Julio makes a catch. Meanwhile, Gonzalez on his way back. Solano drops the tag. Double play. What a way to end the top of the. Julio is at the wall, and he makes a crashing catch. No fly zone in effect early on, and McCutcheon gets a hit taken away by Julio in center field.
And we know how well he covers these gaps here at T-Mobile Park.
Lashed out to the gap in left center field, and it short hops the wall. Crawford is being waved in, and the Mariners will not be shut out tonight. Julio with an RBI double. Now the Mariners get a run on the board in the 8th inning.
Rodríguez puts a charge into this one. Way back to left. It is gone. A deep fly from Rodríguez. His 12th homer of the year. And Seattle is up 4-1. Maybe he's catching fire.
My goodness. That's what we're talking about. This guy's a...
In the 5th, 7-4, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How did that one sound? Wow. Julio Rodríguez back to back. That one's number 13.
You look at the distance on that one, 427 feet. I said it yesterday during the game when we were watching it together, Brad. It's just his approach right now is just so much.
That one out to right field, and this one's got some carry, and that one reaches the seats. He just did it again. Back to back to back for Julio Rodríguez, and the Mariners on the board.
And Brad, this is what we were hoping to see, you know, with Julio in the second half, and it arrives a little bit early here in July. He is getting hot.
Very impressive. And Torres, aggressive run to third, and he's going to be out by about 10 feet. The assist from Julio Rodríguez from center field. A mistake there by Torres.
And this was a really good decision by Julio.
8 batters and did not retire a single one. Julio rips one down the line. That's extra bases into the corner in left field. J.P. Crawford being waved from third. Green's throw not going to be in time. Another run for the Mariners. Another extra base hit. That one, though, not a home run.
Amazing when you think about what's going to happen in just a couple of days.
Joe Adell, a high rising fly ball out towards the wall. Julio leaps up and he makes the.
Bad teams. They're only one game over 500 against sub 500 teams.
This is really cranked down by the short wall and gone. A game-tying home run from Julio in the 5th inning. Julio, he homered last night. Deep drive out to right field. On cue, home run, Julio! It has happened. The Mariners take Soriano deep, and Julio has homered in back-to-back games.
Just incredible to be able to get on plane with that sinker at the bottom of the zone and lift it out of the yard.
Well, the Mariners strike first, and Julio's hot hitting here in this ballpark continues. Julio clubs this deep out to left field, sailing way back and gone. Julio for the second time. He has tied this game in the 6th inning, and they are booing him now here in Southern California. His 3rd home run in the first 2 games. 5th career multi-homer game for. This ball is on a line, and Julio covers a lot of ground quickly to make that catch. Flashing the no-fly zone to some Angels fans. Man, it looks like a couple of Mariner fans up there.
Making more friends out there. He is just so impressive.
On a 3-1. Well, this is rifled out to left center field. Julio is going bonkers in LA. For the third time in his career, he has homered in 3 consecutive games. It's his 4th home run in 3 days at Angel Stadium. He has gone. High fly ball carried way back, and this is sailing on out of here. Julio, instant offense. Career home run number 99. He has tied the great Ichiro on the Mariners' all-time home run leaderboard. It is 1-0 Mariners. Julio homered off the Springs earlier this year. Springs has been so tough on the Mariners. Talk about his mindset as Simeon hits this lazily into shallow center field. Julio, slide. Does he make the catch? He picked it right off the top of the grass. He caught it clean. No fly zone to begin the 4th inning.
Man, this isn't.
Into right field, and it touches down, base hit, cleans up Garcia's glove. This game is tied as Julio stands up at second base. He has evened it up in the 6th inning. Langford, a shot to center field. Julio is there, and Julio makes the catch. He ran all the way to the wall and was able to flag it down for out number 1. No fly zone in full effect.
Perfect route. Look at this. Going to his right, staying on it, and running this thing down. Man, he is so good.
That brings up Julio with the tying run aboard. Julio cracks this high the opposite way. It is back in. It's gone! Julio! Career home run number 100. And it comes off one of the game's greats in Jacob deGrom. Julio Rodríguez, the first ever in baseball history to begin a. Julio staying busy. Julio tracking this. Julio makes the catch.
I tell you what, he's just highlight reel this entire series against the Texas Rangers.
Fly ball launched out to left field. They have hit another one. Julio's 21st has blown it open in the second. It's 7-1 Mariners.
I don't understand the pitch sequence there at all. Cannon's just outsmarting himself, and of course back-to-back sweepers, and he read it.
Out to center field, really tagged back there. Watch out, J-Rod squad, here it comes.
Again, the pitch before was a 93-mile-per-hour slider. He spits on it. He was making sure that he was on time for the fastball. He rushes it in there at 99 miles per hour. It goes back in the other direction at 109.
Julio laces this down the line, and it just sneaks over the wall. An absolute tracer from Julio. He has homered in back-to-back at-bats. This place is going absolute bananas.
See him in his back hip. This is something he's been working on. Getting in that back hip, not letting his.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. That is blasted right field. It is deep. It is gone. Julio, a 2-run home run right after the rain delay. And the Mariners, just like that, with one swing, down just 3. That's a way to restart for Julio.
Now we're glad that they paused the game and didn't let him hit in the driving rain. That was a blast to right center field. Yes. Stops included. There's a line drive left field. That's down in extra bases. Randy to third. He's being waved home. Julio in with the double. The throw. He's cut off and no throw home. And the Mariners, 3 batters in, have a 1-0 lead.
And not being able to hang on to leads. Right now the Mariners up by 4, and a drive deep into right field. Soto going back, and this one is off the base of the fence. Kicks away from Soto. Cal Raleigh running third. He will score. Julio on at second base with an RBI double, back-to-back doubles. And the Mariners add on and now lead the Mets 11-6. Soto got too close.
Luzardo part of that. Fly ball left field. Marsh tracking, watching, and it's gone. Julio Rodríguez with a first inning home run. Number 25 on the season. And the Mariners are on the board. 1-0. Mariners playing from ahead, which is nice to see.
Nice sign right here. We talked about the struggles they've had against starting pitching. Tell you what, that Julio is red hot with.
Soft fly ball. Julio coming in. Julio lays out and he makes the catch. That is a big catch made by Julio Rodríguez. This is laced left center, tailing away from Rodriguez, who lays out, and Julio Rodriguez makes the catch. A dynamite catch by the Mariners center fielder, trying to find a fan to send that one to. Well, this is about as good as it gets. Wow, this ball is clubbed out to the bleachers in left field and gone. Julio Rodriguez with an absolute tee shot with 2 outs in the 8th inning, and the Mariners are within a run.
Fastball up, got his hands to the ball, which means he got his barrel to the bat, and hitting is timing. And when you're on time and you get the barrel of the bat to a
Julio, a high, towering fly ball, and this game is tied. Back-to-back jacks. Cal Raleigh and now Julio.
We've been talking about what a good pitch that cutter is for Rasmussen, how hard it is to lift that ball and to get it up in the air. No problem right there for Julio.
Julio sailing back to the wall, and it is over the fence for a home run. Julio goes the opposite way with a 3-run homer, his 28th this year. The Mariners inching back into this one now.
Julio Rodriguez is just so strong, and the one thing that he does so well is he allows that fastball to travel, stays through.
Wow, this ball launched left field, way back there. Julio, instant offense, a 2-run blast, and the Mariners on the board right away.
All right, Aaron, you know this. Our powers to jinx have been incredible this year, so I didn't want to say it, but Julio Rodriguez has hit the splitter.
Julio angling back. Julio, oh, he makes the catch. Wow, what a snag by Julio Rodriguez.
108 off the bat, no match, no fly zone.
Julio, a bolt to center field. Julio into the water, a splashdown in Atlanta, and a 30-homer season from Julio Rodriguez. What an absolute missile. Mariners take the lead in the
ground ball. Nacho Alvarez cannot make the play. It trickles slowly down the left field line, and the Mariners are going to score 3. Rodriguez clears the bases, 4-0.
Deep right center field, and oh, Julio! One of his all-time greats! What can Julio do? It does not get any better than this. Fly ball, left field, and it short hops the wall. Crawford in, Rosarena right on his heels, and Julio has made this a 4-0 Mariners lead.
And he continues his dominance over Soriano.
Julio out to the gap. This ball is to the base of the fence. Cal Raleigh is coming to third and being waved home. Play at the plate, throw is up the line. Cal Raleigh safe, and the Mariners extend the lead. Julio with an RBI double. It's 3-0 in the 3rd inning. This ball ripped into left field. Crawford is coming home. He'll score easily. Cal Raleigh into third base. Back-to-back ribby doubles from Julio. And the Mariners just keep playing that on. It's 6-0.
Infield about
medium way and almost picks off Cal. He sidesteps it. And Rosarena scores. Cal Raleigh is making his way home. 3 batters into the ball game. What a statement to open up this road trip. Julio with a 2-run double, and it's 2-0 Mariners.
And again, another change-up, knowing that Julio hasn't changed that approach at all. Really aggressive.
Fly ball, left field, take cover in the Crawford boxes. It is gone. Julio Rodríguez has put the Mariners on the board right away. 1-0 Mariners in the first inning.
Goldie, this is huge. We talked about Hunter Brown pitching in to righties with that 2-seam fastball. And that's an area that you could live with Julio Rodríguez just bearing in on his hands. You go back to the first half of the year, there's no way that Julio is.
That was a meatball, and Julio makes the catch. Allowed out number 2. No fly zone in full effect in Houston.
Go gadget arm out there.
Julio, a tag, left field, this ball gone! Cal and Julio, back-to-back jacks.
That was a big lead, too. I mean, he's able to cut that lead down.
Runner goes. This ball is really drilled to center field. Julio is at the wall, and he leaves an imprint. He makes the catch. No fly zone in force tonight. T-Mobile coverage cam, another look.
I'll tell you what.
Rodríguez into center field, backing his Meadows at the wall. Julio Rodríguez strikes first for Seattle. It's 1-0. They have waited 24 years in Seattle to explode like that. Their first run, wow, at home. Line drive down the line, that's a foul ball, and the Mariners take the lead. Julio Rodríguez has come up clutch yet again.
Well, we know he's a great down ball hitter. He gets a split.
Rodríguez came into the series 0 for his last 14, but he singled and walked twice yesterday. Here's his 1-2. Rodríguez hooks one in the air down the line. If it's fair, it's got a chance, and it's gone. Julio Rodríguez with a 3-run shot in the first inning. Totally different story for Trey Savage. In his second postseason start, he gets punched right away. Rodríguez hits it out, and if you start getting that power like they did for a lot of the... Rodríguez drills a ball to left center field, headed back there, goodbye! And it's Rodríguez starting the Mariners once again with another first inning home run.
Well, this home run was center cut, and this young man has had all the talent in the world, and he gets it right out in front. That is extension.
Now, the 2 hits today, Clement hitting .467, and Rodríguez comes on to steal a third and send this game to the bottom of the 9th.
Julio coming in, slides, and he makes the catch, and that will...
Now a 2-2 pitch, and a high drive to left center field. Lucas on the run, that ball's gone! Julio Rodríguez, in the biggest game of his life, is delivering. Doubles and scores in the first, homers in the third, and it's 2-1 Seattle.
There is the hanger, and he didn't miss it.
Second time that he's homered. On the ground, and there's a hit to snap the skid into the corner. Extra bases for Julio Rodríguez to start Game 7, and there is your first star making an impact.
There's a moment, and you know the guy that's coming to the plate. He's beat.
Sometimes a game doesn't become a classic till the end. As Rodríguez, he launches that one left center. Lucas and Vorsho are back, and this ball is gone. Julio Rodríguez goes deep against Bieber again and puts the Mariners back on top 2-1 in the third.